Deep in the forests of Bavaria once stood a lonely farm, a place called Hinterkaifeck. Isolated from the rest of the world, the farmhouse sat surrounded by endless woods, where every sound echoed through the darkness. The Gruber family lived there together, 6 people who had no idea they were living their final days. Just days before the murders, Andreas Gruber noticed something deeply unsettling. Footprints appeared in the snow, leading from the forest straight to the farmhouse, but there were no footprints leading back. Someone had walked to the farm and somehow disappeared. Soon after, Andreas began hearing footsteps coming from the attic. Every night, someone seemed to be moving above the family's heads. They searched every corner of the house, but found no one, only silence and growing fear. Then the noises returned, heavier this time, as if someone was actually living inside the house. Neighbors dismissed the stories, believing Andreas was imagining things. But then he discovered a key that didn't belong to anyone in the family. Around the same time, a newly hired maid refused to stay. She insisted the farmhouse was haunted and left almost immediately. Another maid arrived soon after, never realizing she had just walked into one of history's darkest mysteries. On the evening of March 31st, 1922, darkness settled over Hinterkaifeck. One by one, members of the family were lured into the barn. Hidden within the shadows, someone was waiting. No screams reached the nearby villages, only silence swallowed the night. Days passed, yet no one saw the family again. When concerned neighbors finally entered the farmhouse, they discovered a nightmare that would haunt investigators for generations. Police struggled to understand what had happened, but the strangest discoveries came afterward. The animals had been fed. Smoke continued rising from the chimney. Fresh meals had been prepared. Someone had cared for the farm after the murders. Many investigators believed the killer never left. For several days, someone may have been living inside the farmhouse alongside the victims. Police questioned countless suspects, but every lead faded into darkness. No confession, no convincing evidence, and no clear motive ever emerged. Years turned into decades, yet the mystery refused to die. The Hinterkaifeck murders officially remain unsolved. Generations of detectives have searched for answers without success. Eventually, the farmhouse itself was demolished, leaving behind nothing but empty fields where the tragedy unfolded. Yet some visitors still claim they feel an overwhelming sense of unease there, as though unseen eyes continue watching from the darkness. Old newspaper clippings continue to remind the world that some mysteries refuse to be solved. More than a century later, Hinterkaifeck remains one of the most chilling unsolved murder cases in history. And perhaps, somewhere in those silent woods, the only person who truly knew what happened took that secret to the grave. If this story gave you chills, subscribe for more true mysteries that history still can't explain.